Have you ever wondered that despite being a qualified candidate and having the right set of skills, you ended up facing rejections? Well, the answer lies in the selection of words and how you ended up presenting yourself. In this video, today we are going to discuss 10 things that you must avoid in any interview, no matter which type of interview you are appearing for, you are a fresher candidate or an experienced candidate. This is going to be a short solution. We are going to discuss why you should refrain from using such kind of words, vocabulary, and phrases. And in the end, we will discuss, instead of using those words, what is your substitute and what you should be using to ace your interview. Hi, my name is Khojika, your career and life coach. Welcome back to my channel. If you are somebody who's looking for job alerts, constant job updates, interview tips, reforms, and current affairs, then this is the right platform for you. Without wasting any more time, let's deep dive into it. I am sure अगर आप ये वीडियो देख रहे हैं so definitely you are in job search or you may be appearing for interviews. If that is the case, then in this video, as mentioned, we are going to discuss the words, phrases and vocabularies that you should avoid, and watch this video till the end so that you know what, instead of using those words, what is something that you should be using and what are the substitutes for it. So let's get started. फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट थिंग, सिर्फ इंटरव्यू के अंदर एक रिक्रूटर आपकी क्वालिफिकेशन या स्किल सेट्स नहीं देखता है. आई नो दैट्स अ की इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर कंट्रीब्यूटिंग फॉर शॉर्टलिस्टिंग ऑफ योर कैंडिडेचर. हाउएवर, कंपनीज के अंदर जब भी आपका इंटरव्यू कॉल शेड्यूल होता है, वो इंटरव्यू कॉल शेड्यूल ही इसलिए किया जाता है टू चेक your confidence, communication skills, and lot of other things, that whether you are a suitable candidate for that particular company. And in the longer run, your personality, how is it going to mold and contribute towards the growth of the company? For which all the recruiters start your interview with, tell me something about yourself. For this, I have already made a video on my channel. You may feel free to watch that on how to answer this question, tell me something about yourself, and ace your interview. The first and foremost thing is, in any interview, we must refrain to use the word whatever. No matter how you say it and no matter in which sense you say it. It is always perceived that you literally don't care. So for example, in this video, if I end up saying, okay, whatever, or maybe whatever, it doesn't make sense and it just deteriorates the environment of this video. It's not at all helpful. So you need to make sure कि आप ये word whatever बिल्कुल भी use ना करें, because it shows that you really don't care about anything and it affects your candidature and it's a big red flag. Second, and one of the most important things जो कि हम सब करते हैं and मैं भी करती हूँ, despite I am making this video for you, आप notice करेंगे मेरे previous videos के अंदर that I have also done this mistake. That is using filler words. Now what is filler words? जब हमें कुछ चीज समझ नहीं आती है या हम किसी चीज को continuation के लिए सोचने चले जाते हैं, so we end up using words that is like like this. Whenever you see or hear someone using such kind of filler words, you will be able to easily understand कि या तो वो इंसान अपने दिमाग में कोई चीज सोच रहा है या उसको आगे की चीज को रिकंस्ट्रक्ट करने में थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम हो रही है. अगर आप मेरे प्रीवियस वीडियोस देखेंगे सो यू विल बी एबल टू फिगर आउट कि मैंने भी फिलर वर्ड्स यूज किए हैं जहां पे आई एम यूजिंग मे बी, लाइक एंड ऑल. सो उससे क्या होता है, यू कैन इजीली फिगर आउट कि मैं भूल गई हूँ कि मैं आगे क्या बोलने वाली थी, विच वॉज वेरी ट्रू. हाउएवर, in an interview, we must refrain using such kind of vocabulary. Now, how to avoid it? This is a big question. See, a recruiter doesn't want you to speak extremely fast. All these things I have already covered in one of my short video and my tell me something about yourself video, but I am recovering it for you in this particular video so that आपका time waste ना हो दोनों videos को watch करने में. Recruiter knows that you are nervous. It is not always like कि आप बहुत ही ज़्यादा confident candidate होंगे. We all face nervousness in the initial minutes of the interview. And hence to break the ice, recruiters start asking you very, very basic questions so that you get comfortable. In that sense, if you continue to use like, okay, it continuously shows and reflects to the recruiter that you are still nervous, stressed, or anxious. In that step, you should always take your time. Recruiter will definitely understand and they will support you. They want to hire you. So don't think you need to answer it immediately. Rather, take a pause, take 1 to 2 seconds of break, analyze the question and frame your question. That is when you will see a huge difference that you ended up processing that question within your mind before answering it, and it will help you avoid using filler words. Now we are going to focus on some words which sound negative, defensive, and derogatory. Well, I know we all might have used it once in our life in any of those interviews. However, अगर हम honestly या to be honest use करते हैं, that gives a negative impression that इसके पहले आपने जो भी information दी है, क्या वो झूठ थी या क्या वो गलत थी? I know it sounds very, very gimmicky, but it is not. Trust me. As a person facing both sides and both ends, I have been a recruiter, interviewer, as well as a candidate myself. So I know both sides. Whenever we use things like to be honest or honestly, it is always perceived like that इसके पहले जो information दी थी क्या वो सच नहीं थी? And you will be surprised to know कि मैंने ये question अपने एक candidate से पूछ भी लिया था when that candidate said, do you really want me to answer it honestly? So I found it very offensive and I ended up replying, so should I consider that all the information that you gave me just before this question was not truthful? So the candidate just bagged it, and he became very nervous that no, I didn't mean that, I didn't mean that. So to lighten the conversation, I was like, oh, it's okay, I was just kidding. But it really matters. These things, these are very, very small things, but they have a lasting impression and create very different perception in the recruiter's mind. So avoid using honestly or to be honest. The fourth word that we have is I don't know or I don't care. Well, if you use these kind of phrases and sentences, it actually makes the recruiter feel that neither you know nor you care to know. This is something that you must not say. Because as a recruiter, if anyone wants to hire you in their company, what are they looking for? Even if everybody knows कि आपको उनकी कंपनी के सिस्टम्स चलाने या उनके कंपनी में ढलने में थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा, बिकॉज उनके कंप्लायंस, उनकी पॉलिसीज, उनका वर्क प्रोसीजर will definitely be different from your previous organization. And if you are a fresher candidate, then definitely you do not have exposure. So आपको एक minimum required set of training की जरूरत पड़ेगी. But if you say I don't care or I don't know, this sounds like कि you are unwilling to learn and you do not have that passion and eagerness to grab and learn new things, which shows that you are not adaptable enough, you are not open to learning. So do not make this mistake. Instead, अगर आपको कोई चीज नहीं आती है या आपको कोई चीज नहीं समझ में आती है और आपको उस बारे में नॉलेज नहीं है, so don't say I don't know. Instead, say very politely and a very sweet, soft smile that I am not sure about it, but I would love to learn it. Or I am not sure, but I am eager to learn more about it. It would be great if you can help me understand that. This shows that you don't know, you are honest, that really you do not have knowledge, but you are very open to learn and understand the dynamics of that particular question. And maybe in that situation, the recruiter will definitely end up revealing new things to you about that particular topic. Well, from my personal example, as a recruiter also, I have asked this question, I have heard this question, and as a candidate, I have also used this particular phrase. And in that instant, the recruiter ended up educating me that it's okay if you don't know, let me help you. Iska matlab ye hai, this was it, and this was it. And I was very happy to know about it. So I'll reveal the question to you. It was a very out of the box question that I'm not sure about the year, but it was a football match. So I think FIFA league was going on, and the recruiter ended up asking me that, "Do you know who won FIFA that year?" And I was really like, I just fumbled and I didn't know how to answer it. So I was like, "I'm not sure about it, but it would be great if you can let me know." So he said, "Oh, well, that's okay. I will help you with that. You know, Croatia won in that particular league and they scored this much." And also, I was also, becoming very happy and becoming engaging and wanting to learn and grab more things from him. So that's how a conversation goes. But if you show, "I don't care, I don't know," or if you end up saying that, uh, I don't know, this shows underconfidence. Even if you say it in different terms or maybe in different tone of voice, it shows one or the other thing, that you are not flexible, you don't know, neither you are open to learn, and you are very rigid person. The fifth word is I hate. Understand, guys, hate in itself is a very, very heavy word. Whenever we use this word hate, it always carries a very heavy situation or a very heavy emotion within us. If we use such kind of things, it shows that you are a kind of a person who holds grudges or who is not able to easily let go, who doesn't forget things easily. इन दैट सेंस, अगर आप ये इंप्रेशन एक रिक्रूटर के ऊपर छोड़ देंगे कि मैं चीजें जल्दी नहीं भूलता, आई हेट सच थिंग्स, आई हैड इंसिडेंट्स रिलेटेड टू इट, well, it is okay to have such incidents in your life or situations. We all have difficult lives, we all have our own things going on, which makes us feel and experience this heavy word that is I hate few things. But you are going there for an interview, for a job. Recruiter is really not interested to know your personal life, so it should always be segregated. So never use such kind of heavy words like I hate this, or I hate working on computer for long duration, or I hate sitting in front of screen, something like that. It shows that, right now only, if you hate doing that, then why are you even here for an interview? You should have just sat in your home. So this is how it works. So please refrain from using the word hate, no matter what. This set of words and phrases will show lack of ownership, determination, and teamwork. The sixth one in this series is that's not my job. Well, for this one also, I have posted 2 short videos that how to politely decline the additional burden from the colleagues. You may feel free to watch that video. But let's understand in a little in depth that why you should not use it, what it portrays, and instead what you should use. When you say that that's not my job, it shows that you are very rigid and you are not open to take ownership for things. I know, once again, हम हमेशा overwork नहीं करना चाहते. We may have plans in our mind. When it's the last hour of our shift or maybe second half of our shift, we have already planned कि अब हम बस जल्दी से घर के लिए चले जाएंगे, बस फटाफट सिस्टम ऑफ करेंगे and I'll just rush or I'll just run. And suddenly किसी रीजन की वजह से कुछ वर्क आपको दे दिया जाता है, so you get very annoyed. So if you say rigidly that that's not my job, that creates an impression that you are not approachable, first thing. Second thing, that you do not take ownership for things and you are not a reliable person. So if you are saying or using this word, you are actually closing door for yourself for future opportunities. Because अगर आपने एक बार भी ये किसी को बोल दिया, that person will definitely hold it in their heart and think कि उसको जाके काम दो तो वो तो बोलता है दैट्स नॉट माय जॉब. सो अगर उसका काम ही नहीं है और उसको एक्स्ट्रा ही नहीं करना, सो वो मैनेजर कैसे बनेगा? बिकॉज मैनेजर को तो अपने से ज्यादा काम करना पड़ता है, ओवरवर्क करना पड़ता है, शिफ्ट आवर्स एक्सटेंड करने पड़ते हैं, और लोगों का भी काम करना पड़ता है. So that means that person is not, a good enough candidate to be a manager or to be open for a shift or a change. So आपने अपने ही पैरों पे कुल्हाड़ी मार ली. Never use these things. Instead, say, I am at capacity and unfortunately I will have to pass it this time. Or I have posted 10 phrases what you can use to politely decline such kind of offers. So you may feel free to watch those videos. The seventh one in the list is I am perfectionist. Well, I know it sounds, we all think that it sounds very cool that we are perfectionists. So that will lead an impression कि हमें तो हर काम अच्छे से करना पसंद है. Please don't do it. We make a big stupid of ourselves. हम दूसरों की नजरों में सिर्फ एक stupid इंसान लगते हैं और कुछ नहीं लगते हैं. Just because no one can be perfect. Understand that. Every day is a new learning. Every day is a new learning session for us. हम अगर ये बोलें that we are perfectionist और I am perfectionist, I am not perfectionist. मैं आज ये वीडियो बना रही हूँ, बट अगर आप मेरा सबसे फर्स्ट वीडियो जाके देखेंगे तो आप देखेंगे कि उसमें और इसमें बहुत डिफरेंस है, because it is a new learning. Now, if someone comes to me or tells me or give me an open or corrective feedback, which I keep asking you on the comment section as well, does that mean that I end up saying कि नहीं मेरा कंटेंट तो बहुत अच्छा बना है, यही देखो? This is not how it works out. Similarly, in the work culture, you should refrain from using I am perfectionist because nobody is perfect. Instead, show enthusiasm that you are open to learn. Like, I am not sure about it, but I would love to learn it. Every day is a new experience and I'm learning new things every day in my workplace. I know deep down inside you can think कि मेरा खत्म हो गया है बस, I am all done. I don't want to work here. All those things you can definitely think, but within your heart, don't say it out loud in any interview that I am perfectionist or something like that, because we can never be perfect and we should always be open to learn, and specifically we should be open for corrective feedback, because once you will be selected in that particular company, आपकी हफ्ते में 2 से 3 बार मीटिंग्स चल रही होंगी मैनेजर्स के साथ, जहां पे मैनेजर आपको बोल रहा होगा कि आपने ये काम ठीक से नहीं किया, ये काम ठीक से नहीं किया, and if you end up saying I am perfectionist, so you know what will happen to you. Let me not go there. The eighth word is no problem. If you say that word no problem, इस word में कोई problem नहीं है, ये बहुत ही perfect है अपने आप में, grammatically and overall, इसका मतलब गलत नहीं है. But the problem is कि this sounds very casual. This lacks professionalism. That's the only problem with this word. Instead of using the phrase no problem, you may feel free to use you're welcome, it's my pleasure. This sounds that you were open to help them, and whatever you have done for that person, you have done it wholeheartedly. Even if you didn't mean it, you just did it because you had work pressure, and if you will not do it, your appraisal will be stuck. That's a different story. Let's not go there. But don't say no problem. Say you're welcome or it's my pleasure to help you. That will definitely show warmth to the other person, and that would show that you are a very approachable, social, and a very calm and patient personality. The ninth one is I will do anything. In an interview, if a recruiter asks you कि do you know about this job role, या आप क्या ये काम कर पाएंगे क्योंकि आपने आज से पहले ये काम नहीं किया है, या you are a fresher, so do you think कि are you open to work in this particular organization? Out of nervousness, out of curiosity and eagerness to get the job, we end up saying I'll do anything. If you say that, this shows that you don't care about the work, you really do not know anything about things, you just need job, and वो job कोई भी हो सकती है. I know ये चैनल भी मैंने इसीलिए बनाया ताकि मैं लोगों को जॉब अपडेट्स दे सकूं और एक्यूरेट इन्फॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइड कर सकूं, मिथ्स बस्ट कर सकूं. लेकिन so I understand you that we really need that job. You are in desperate need of that job, but you should not showcase that in the interview because recruiter हम पर एहसान नहीं करता. Recruiters are not, we are just a resource to the recruiter. We are not, वहाँ पे हम families establish करने नहीं जा रहे हैं या friends and सब चीजें establish नहीं करने जा रहे हैं. A recruiter and a company only considers you as a resource and a person who can work for them. So if you say I'll do anything, this shows that you are extremely desperate. इससे दो प्रॉब्लम्स होंगी. इंटरव्यू के अंदर रिक्रूटर ये समझेगा कि आप कुछ भी कर सकते हैं और इस इंसान को नहीं पता कि जॉब क्या करनी है. सो मे बी फ्यूचर में जस्ट बिकॉज इसको जॉब चाहिए मैं इसको हायर कर लूंगा, फ्यूचर में ये इंसान मुझे छोड़ के चला जाएगा क्योंकि इसको ये काम समझ नहीं आ रहा. सो यू विल अगेन drop down the probability of your selections. Second thing, if you say that I will do anything, second scenario that can happen is that लोग आपको overburden करना start कर देंगे. Now they have realized कि आपको इस जॉब की जरूरत है तो आप तो नहीं छोड़ने वाले हो. So they would want you to work extremely hard. They would give you extra and additional work which will hamper you and your productivity and your personal life in the longer run. The third thing जो सबसे ज्यादा लोग फेस करते हैं is salary negotiation. अगर आपने बोल दिया that I'll do anything, तो आपने रिक्रूटर को इनडायरेक्टली ये बता दिया कि मुझे तो ये जॉब चाहिए तो मैं कुछ भी करने के लिए तैयार हूँ. इफ यू गिव मी अ स्मॉल रोल आई विल डू दैट, इफ यू गिव मी अ बिग रोल आई विल डू दैट. सो नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस, अगर आपको एक अच्छा सैलरी पैकेज मिलने वाला था, नाउ द रिक्रूटर नोज इट कि आप तो कुछ भी कर सकते हो, आपको तो जरूरत है जॉब की, तो वो आपसे सैलरी नेगोशिएट करके सबसे लोएस्ट पे ग्रेड आपको ऑफर करेंगे, which will again be a problematic situation for you क्योंकि you may be a deserving candidate to get higher pay grade, but unfortunately you said I can do anything, which made me think as a recruiter कि यार ये इंसान तो कुछ भी कर लेगा, so let's abuse that the resource and you will end up paying, they will end up paying you less, you will not be happy, but you will be overworking yourself and it would be taking a lot of toll on your health, your personal life, and even your work-life balance. The last one is, what does your company do? Well, it is a very funny question because ये question technically recruiter को आपसे पूछना चाहिए और आपको recruiter से नहीं पूछना चाहिए. Because if you will ask this question that what does your company do, then you are leaving an impression कि आपने कंपनी के बारे में पढ़ा ही नहीं, आप बस उठे और इंटरव्यू देने के लिए आ गए. And this is definitely not a kind of impression that you really want to leave on your recruiter or interviewer. Instead, अगर आपको कोई doubt है, you can be very honest. If the recruiter asks you that, do you know what our company does, or do you know our company core values? You can simply say, unfortunately, I didn't get enough time to browse through your entire company core values or your company website, but I know these things, like whatever you know about the company. You can just simply mention that I did read that this is the company, this is the job role, but it would be great if you can help me understand more if I am missing out on some things, and if I have mistakenly said something which doesn't align with the company values, so kindly help me educate that. This will make the recruiter understand that you didn't know about the company, where we covered that I don't know. You politely conveyed your message that you don't know. Instead, you also mentioned that what you know, and in the end, you also emphasized that you are very open for feedback. That also showed that, we discussed the point that that's not my job. That showed that you take ownership and you are very open for corrective feedback, and you requested the recruiter to correct you if you said anything wrong and to also educate you on the things which you don't know. That way, the recruiter will be flattered. The recruiter will think that, wow, I have got my perfect candidate because you just hit the bull's eye And that is what a recruiter or a company or an interviewer is looking for. Well, now you know what to say and what not to say to ace your interview. Apart from that, practice these tips and you are already ahead of your competition. And hey, before you go, drop down a comment below that the worst thing you have heard in an interview and the worst thing you ended up saying in an interview. You may never know, I may pick up any of those comments, and if it is something that really surprise and is very exciting, I might be putting it in my next video itself. I hope this was informative, and if this really helped you, then I really wish you all the very best for your interview. All the very best. Take care. Bye.